What's up guys, JNO here, and welcome to JNO United. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy the content, and remember, it's all about the game. What's up guys, JNO here, and welcome to something a little bit different. As you can see on the screen, we are doing an FM save with an actual club team. Yes, that's right, we're not doing just a national team. I'm going to try and dedicate myself to doing an FM save as a club team because I spoke with Dave as a party. As you know, he's someone I work with on FM Scout, also do mid-table clash with, and without Facecam, he's told me it's a lot easier to edit these videos and get them out regularly, and of course you don't just play every game on camera. So we are going to play as PSV Eindhoven and hopefully dominate the Dutch league and win some European trophies as well would be great. I don't know much about PSV though, so please bear with me as we play along because I don't know who the best players are. I've heard of some of them of course, but there'll be a lot I haven't heard of. I've never managed in the Dutch league, I think in any football manager at all. Not 100% sure what I'm going to call the save either. I've been playing around with PSV Patrol, PSV Platoon, all that kind of stuff. I have no idea what this series will be called though yet, so bear with me on that. But let's have a look at the squad, let's look at the signings I have made, and let's get into our very first game, which will be the Dutch Super Cup against FC Groningen. And again, you're going to have to bear with me on pronunciation of the Dutch team names. Feel free in the comments down below to correct me every time I get something wrong. In the end it's going to help me out, isn't it? So I'm not going to look at it as hate, just correct every single thing I get wrong, feel free. So if we have a look at the squad, we can see the squad is not too shabby, Alonso. Of course, we are one of the best teams in the Dutch league, and the players I know of, so you know my actual football knowledge, I'm aware of Santiago Arias, Jeffro Williams, known about him for a while. Jeffrey Brumer is another player I'm aware of and I know of. Hector Moreno, I'm pretty sure he's a decent defender, Mexican. Heard of him before. Shars, I think I've heard of him before. Poulsen, I've heard of before. As you can see, I've signed Tom Carroll on loan. Definitely heard of him because I've signed him. Bertrand Traore, again, he's another loanee signing from Chelsea. I know of him. Narsing, as far as I'm aware, I know he's very fast. Is that correct? Acceleration 18, pace 16. That's quite fast. I've heard of him. This guy, Mexican, Guardado. I probably butchered that so much, but I'm aware of him as well. I know he's a good player. Luke de Jong played for Newcastle for a bit, I'm pretty sure. So I know of him. Yep, there we go, 1 season. Adam Maha, he's meant to be really promising, or he was at one point in his career. So I've heard of him as well. And that is about as far as my knowledge goes. This guy, Locardia, I know he's a promising player as well. So that is about the depth of my knowledge. I've not made many signings, mainly loan signings, purely because the transfer budget we have been given isn't exactly extensive. Transfer budget, what we've got left is 10k, not even 100k, 10k. So yeah, we haven't been able to make a lot of signings, but I have kept the majority of players. There is one player that isn't very happy with me though, and if I can find him, he should jump out at me because I've seen his name so many times. This is the guy, Joshua Brennett. He's asked to leave. He's unhappy with his manager's harsh team talk against Werder Bremen, and everyone else was actually quite positive after that team talk, so that was annoying. If we have a look at the schedule, we can see the games I've played, they've all been friendlies. Apart from the game against Genoa, we've won every single game. Werder Bremen game was actually quite a good result, and everyone was quite positive after it apart from that one player. And we're going to play the Super Cup today, and then we'll probably move forward a month maybe to the Feyenoord game. I think that would be a good place to play the next game, the Feyenoord game. We are at home for that, and it is one of the big clubs as far as I'm aware in the Dutch league. The tactics we're going to play is the tactic I use in nearly every FM save at the moment. It's the tactic I'm most familiar with. It's a 4-1-2-3, and I've had a lot of success with this. If you watch my mid-table clash, you'll know that. I'm also using it in my England save, so hopefully this will dominate the Dutch league. Okay guys, we're rocking up with Luke de Jong up top with Guardado and Narsing as the two wingers, Proper and Maha as the two centre mids, Hendrick as the halfback just behind, Poulsen and Arias as the wing backs, Moreno and Bruma as the two central defenders, and PSV in goal. Unfortunately, the main goalkeeper for PSV, whose name escapes me right now, is injured, so we're going to have to use this guy. Hopefully he'll do a job for us, and hopefully we can add our first bit of silverware to PSV under my managership. Let's get into the game and hopefully pick up a result. Okay, so it's kick-off time. I'm excited. This is my first professional competitive game as PSV manager. Hopefully the boys will do as well as they've done in pre-season, and that was a bit worrying to start, but never mind. FC Groningen is the best Dutch team I've faced so far, because whoever that Dutch team was who I played in my very last friendly, I absolutely destroyed 7-0. So this should be a lot tougher a fixture, especially as it's finally a competitive game. And so far, I haven't seen us touch the ball in a highlight, which is depressing. Seriously guys, get a tackle in. Do something. Well, that was a good goal. That was a very good goal. Not much I can say about that. Look, he just cuts it back. Deleu cuts it back, and that finish by Mahi. Okay. Welcome JNO to the Eredivisie. I probably butchered that as well. I should just say Dutch League, just keep it simple. Okay, so Moreno is on the ball. Play it out wide to Poulsen, to Proper. Guardado can do some magic. I've seen it. Poulsen, get a cross in. Bit too hard there, but Narsing picks it up. Arias gets the ball into Maha. Back to Hendricks, to Proper. Poulsen, the passing is good here. Guardado crosses it in. Narsing at the back post, and it's 1-1. The game is on, and it's offside. God damn it. That was good play though, so there is hope. But yeah, I was celebrating, so I've just looked like a jackass. Alright, Arias out wide, crosses it in. Proper. Guardado, don't be offside. And it isn't offside. You heard the pause there. I was just worried I was going to celebrate again and look like a bit of a mug. But Arias gets the ball, whips it in. De Jong takes a shot, deflection, Proper shoots, saved, and Guardado picks up the pieces. Guardado, I think, is going to be the main man for this side until I can make some signings. But it is 1-1, so we're back in this fixture. Okay, we have dominated the stats, but it is Groningen on the ball. Please do not concede off of 3 chances. I'm not sure what that was, so we'll forget that. But yeah, 11 shots to 3, 7 on target to 2. Clear-cut chances 1-0, 63% possession to 37%. We are dominating, but it's still 1-1. Proper and Guardado are the ones having good games so far, 7.3 rating each. Arias isn't having the best of games, but he was involved in the goal. And Moreno isn't having the best of games, but he is lacking match sharpness, so it might be worth taking him off. As you can see, his match sharpness 66%, which is not good, but I will need to get him some game time, so I was going to play him. Okay, we're only making the 1 sub. We're taking Moreno off because the last thing I want is for him to get injured before the season starts. Team talk looks like it's gone well. We're dominating the game, so I'm just going to leave it as it is and hope that our dominance turns into goals, because it's goals that win games, and we are left waiting, and this is getting a bit painful. Proper is bossing the midfield, which is good. Bruma gets ahead on the ball, and it is 2-1. There we go. We've picked up the lead. We've had 16 shots, 9 on target, and this is our second goal, almost 60 minutes in. But the ball is crossed in by Narsing, and the back post, Bruma is there, ready and waiting to head it across the face of goal, and the keeper could just not get there, and it's 2-1 to PSV. Okay, we are bringing off Luke de Jong for Lacadia. Hopefully get him some game time. We look like we're bossing the game, so I'm hoping we can bring on the youngsters sometimes in situations like this. I know it's early, we're only 2-1 up, but I would like to give the youngsters some game time, build them up, and make some bank if I have to sell them, of course. Okay, 70 minutes in and we're still 2-1 up. I really don't want to be seeing any Groningen highlights with the way the stats are. So someone get a foot on that ball. I said get a foot on the ball, Maha. Not a foot on the man. Okay, so we have had a player sent off. We are already facing a difficult decision as a manager this early on in my managerial career. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to bring off Hendricks. We're going to move Carroll there. And these guys are going to go on to support. We'll go to structured as well. Hopefully we can keep a decent shape and not lose this 2-1 lead, because now it's probably about holding on. Guardado crosses it in. Bruma shoots. But it's good that we saw a chance there. Even though we're at 10 men, we still were taking a chance. Guardado's got a bruised rib. We will take him off if we can. Can we take him off or will we run out of subs? No, we've run out of subs. So Guardado's going to have to see out the end of the game with a slight knock. No, in fact we've taken him off, so we've only got 9 men on the pitch right now. Okay, proper to Poulsen. If we score now, that shows the kind of character my team has. If we can score with 9 men on the pitch. Poulsen to Lacadia. Plays it to Narsing, who's got the pace. Can Narsing do something with it? No, he gets tackled. Looks like the full-time whistle's going to go soon, unless they get a last gasp equaliser, which will be crushing. And there is the full-time whistle. We've managed to see the game out despite the fact that Maha got a red card and Guardado had to come off because of a knock. So that's a fantastic victory considering what we had to go through to get it there at the end. Okay, so the player of the match was Proper, who got a 9.0 rating, 83% pass ratio, key passes 7. He had a blinder of a game for us. Guardado had a good game until he had to come off. We managed to pick up our first silverware, which is always important as a manager at a club like PSV. PSV lift the Super Cup. Looks like Guardado's out for 5 to 7 days, so that's not too bad. Proper makes his PSV debut. What a debut for this young man. Is he young? Before I say young, 23. What a debut. Maha has been banned for 1 match. Assistant manager says it's probably justified, so I will not appeal. There'll be no warning because it's just it doesn't look like it was malicious. Unite continues PSV tradition. Proper is cream of the crop. So boys, we have won our first silverware in our first episode, but of course that's not that much to do with me. I just had to win 1 game. But we are probably looking at me coming in and playing the Feyenoord game next, unless that Champions Cup group stage game is something tasty. Anyway guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you're excited for this new series on my channel with PSV Eindhoven on Football Manager 2016. Make sure to subscribe so you can see the series every time it comes out. I've been JNO, you guys have been awesome. Welcome to everyone that's new, and remember, it's all about the game.